Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, and I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video. This video is going to be a little bit different, and it's just going to be me talking to you guys and talking about some of the struggles that I've been dealing with lately. And I really feel called to put this out there because maybe this will be able to help somebody else that goes through the same things and let you know that you are not alone, because I think that's the biggest thing with anxiety and the depression and everything. It just tries to engulf you and encapsulate you and make you feel so isolated and alone when you're going through this. But I'm here to tell the other side of that you are absolutely not alone, and the symptoms that you are experiencing with anxiety, people like me and everyone else, many other people, not everybody else, but many other people with anxiety deal with the same things. So a little bit of context. Lately I haven't really shared this much on YouTube or about my personal life with anxiety, but lately I have been struggling pretty intensely with anxiety, panic attacks, and especially dizziness from anxiety, and that triggers the panic attacks. And it kind of has led me down this rabbit hole of trying to find people that deal with like anxiety related vertigo and dizziness, and for some reason that is one of my biggest triggers with anxiety, and it has been pretty intensely for the last several months, and it's kept me from doing a lot of things. Sorry, the computer monitor went off, but I don't know if you could tell right now, but I am coming down from a panic attack. Of course, I was going to go outside with my girlfriend and my sisters, and bam, I got hit with dizziness. Felt like I couldn't walk straight, had to come in, take anxiety meds, and let it kind of run its course. And that's just it, running its course with anxiety. That's one of the hardest things to do and master. And it's almost as if lately I'm trying to give in to the anxiety and not let it stop me from doing things, but instead falling into the anxiety, like, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I still have to conduct and live, but it is very hard. Anyways, with that being said, it started I'll say the beginning of this year 2025 was phenomenal. I was working, holding an amazing job and everything, and I was on this medication, and if I went higher on the medication it made me feel really ill, and if I went lower it wasn't helping, and I was on like one of the lowest doses anyway. So we decided to go off that and try a new medication called Trintellix. The Trintellix wasn't bad, it was like an SSRI plus something else, and yeah, it stimulated me a little bit more. I was a little bit anxious and agitated, but that was feeling good and kind of getting better. And then all of a sudden, health insurance being health insurance, guess what? They said they can't do it because it's too expensive. So I had to switch to a medication called Viibryd. I'm not trying to place blame on medications whatsoever, but I will tell you, from the switch from the Trintellix to the Viibryd, I noticed all of my anxiety come to the forefront. And the very first attack that I had, again, after a long time of not having panic attacks or anything, I was just laying in my bed and I started getting shaky, and I felt like one of those scared cats on Halloween on a fence, just jittery. I felt out of myself, and everything, just, it's kind of been a blur since then. And then after that, the dizziness started, and now I'm hard stuck on the dizziness because of OCD as well. And my dizziness symptoms, let me break them down, because if you're watching this, you probably found the tags of dizziness with your anxiety. My dizziness, and for reference, I've been to ENTs and other doctors, had almost every test done under the sun to rule anything bad out, and everything comes back okay. And guess what? I'm still dealing with the dizziness, and that doesn't help anxiety at all. Like, I want to know what it is, why it's here, and it's out of my control, and that makes things so much worse. But anyway, my symptoms are, number one, I get really dizzy and lightheaded, and sometimes it's vertigo, but dizziness and lightheadedness is different than vertigo. But sometimes it's both. I lose my balance. I lose my coordination with my legs. I feel like I'm gonna pass out, fall over. I get this dizzy, loopy, lightheaded, like I'm on a boat, and then it's I can't walk. I love going on walks for like miles and miles. And lately it's been hard because when that dizziness acts up, I can't walk a straight line, it feels like. Like, of course I can walk a straight line, but it feels like I'm bobbing and weaving all over the place, and it just really, really, really disorienting. And it's been a main cause of my anxiety lately. And it's been the first thought when I wake up: am I dizzy? Am I going to be lightheaded today? Is this how the day is going to go? And it's usually my last thought going to bed. Like, am I going to get dizzy? Am I going to be able to sleep? And of course, that's OCD combined. But I will say that I made a little bit of a post on TikTok under someone's video about anxiety, and it's been getting a ton of likes and a ton of comments and attention because I was like, can we just talk about the dizziness anxiety brings and the uncomfortable feeling that is? And people really agree with it, and they say, wow, I've been feeling that way. I didn't know it could be anxiety. I thought something was physically wrong. And that is just it. The dizziness truly feels like there's something physically wrong because it pulls on the feeling that you are out of control. It is out of my control when I'm dizzy. Like, I can't sit still. Like, everything just spins, and like, you lose grip. You lose your grip. And it's been bothersome. And yes, I do have one final test eventually. They're gonna do an MRI on my ears, make sure all my vestibular stuff looks good. But so far, everything has looked good. And they said that it should be nothing physically wrong. They've done their scans, they've done blood tests, all of that, and it's all coming back as anxiety. And I never knew how truly debilitating anxiety can be until dealing with this lately. It's kept me from work, it's kept me from doing the things that I love, and it's so frustrating. And it's to the point of like, yes, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to get better and all of this. But in the back of my mind, the dizziness and the anxiety feels like it's there holding me back. Like, we're not going to be able to accomplish these things because of the dizziness and the lightheadedness. And that's just really frustrating. And I've been slowly trying to break out of that cycle, just doing and marching on no matter how I feel. Like, I'll go on a walk. If I'm loopy and the neighbors think I'm drunk, I'm still going to go for a walk. And, that's just it. It's about navigating through the anxiety, even when you have the anxiety. So, and I'll just be open right now with certain head movements, I know, and like certain things disorient me. Like on the screen right now, I'm feeling a little bit dizzy, loopy, and I want to fight or flight, shut this off and not do the video, but I'm not letting that happen. This is real and this is raw, and people struggle with these things. And I hope that this video finds people that it will help. Feel free to comment any questions about anxiety and other things that I deal with. And it's just been a journey. Like, every physical symptom under the sun, anxiety is there, and it causes. If you could think you're having a heart attack, you could think you're having a stroke, you could think you're, dizzy and gonna pass out, this vertigo. It's treacherous and it's exhausting. But with all that being said, I'm grateful for the anxiety in a sense too, because it shows me how to, live when things are tough. And, that's just the gist of it, right? So, but anyways, I'm done a lot of talking, and I just hope this finds the people that it's meant for. And I just want you to know that you are absolutely not alone. Whether you're dizzy, whether you have other symptoms with OCD and anxiety, I just truly, truly want you to know that you are not alone, and you should feel validated, because I know what it's like to have the physical symptoms. And physical symptoms are very scary, and it feels like you're alone in it, but you are not alone. You are far from it. And I appreciate you guys for watching the video. I'd appreciate a like, any type of support. But thank you guys for watching, and I'm looking forward to having more open discussions about anxiety and sharing more about my personal journey with this too. And I hope people join me along the way. Healing isn't linear. That's the biggest thing that I've found out lately. Sometimes it's going to be taking a step forward. Sometimes it's going to be 10 back. But you always get on that horse, saddle up, and keep moving forward. No matter how many times you fall off it. You can't let it keep you down. I believe in you. You are strong, and we will get this together. We will get through this together. Sorry, I jumble my words when I'm anxious, as you can tell, but thank you for watching.
A couple quarters in my pocket, a few dollars in my wallet. I've been doing well. I've been working overtime, couple cars in my garage. Can you see me now? Haven't heard from you in months. I wonder what you're running from. Can we talk it out?